Welcome back to the Global Pulse, where we dissect the headlines that shape our world. Today, we're diving into a topic that sounds like something out of a spy thriller, but it's very real, very current, and potentially very shocking: the $210 billion frozen asset dilemma. Imagine $210 billion of Russian state assets, currently held in Western financial institutions, frozen since the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. For months, discussions have swirled around what to do with this colossal sum. Now, G7 nations are seriously deliberating an unprecedented move: outright seizure. The stated purpose? To aid Ukraine's reconstruction efforts and compensate for the immense damage inflicted by the war. This isn't just about money. It's about international law, geopolitical strategy, and setting a precedent that could reverberate for decades.
While the idea of making an aggressor pay for their actions is appealing, especially given the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine, the path to seizing these assets is fraught with peril. Legal experts globally are raising red flags. The primary concern revolves around international law challenges. There's simply no clear, universally accepted legal framework for seizing the sovereign assets of a state not directly engaged in a declared war with the seizing powers. Many argue it could set a dangerous precedent for future conflicts, potentially weaponizing financial systems and encouraging other nations to divest from Western economies, leading to significant risk to global financial stability. It's a delicate balance: justice for Ukraine versus the sanctity of international legal norms and the trust in the global financial architecture.
The debate often frames this as a legal heist, a provocative term highlighting the controversial nature of such a seizure versus a legitimate act of reparation. But what are the alternatives if outright seizure proves too risky? One leading proposal is to use the interest generated by these frozen assets rather than the principal itself. This approach, utilizing interest versus principal, might be seen as a safer, less legally contentious route, offering a steady, albeit slower, stream of funds for Ukraine without directly confiscating the capital. However, even this has its complexities. Ultimately, this isn't just a legal or economic decision. It's a deeply political one with profound long-term geopolitical impact. The world is watching to see if G7 nations will make history, for better or worse, with this $210 billion question.